And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is Into the Unknown. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's M-U-R-D-Y creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us to keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. Well, first thing to note, this will be the last podcast, I think, before the end of the year. So we always take a break on the podcast between Thanksgiving and New Year's. That just is because it gets so insane. I want to do a couple of bonus episodes in the middle of there, maybe talk about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, maybe I'll do a Thanksgiving one or Christmas one, whatever the case may be. My hope is to do a couple of bonus episodes, keep you guys up to date with what's going on. However, just with the way things are, it's really hard to promise anything, so we are going to be going on break. However, do keep an eye out. Be sure to hit the notification bell at the bottom wherever you're listening so that you do get notified if we do put out some bonus episodes in the meantime. For those of you who responded to the call of hiring, you are the greatest. I am so proud and appreciative of all of you who've reached out to us. We've had an outpouring of support, people looking for jobs and things like that, and obviously, I wish I could give everyone a job. Unfortunately, we aren't quite there yet. We had a lot of local support. We did some local posting on some of the local job boards and some of the local Facebook groups and things like that, and we did have a solid outpouring of local people. And it's not that I have no problem with people who are moving to the area or interested in moving to the area or relocating, like I mentioned in the last podcast. Part of the problem, though, is that we need people to start last week. I mean, we needed really, really fast upturn because of what I'm about to talk about next. And because of that, it's put us in a bit of a pickle hiring people who are not local, because obviously it makes it challenging for us to get them here and working quick enough. So if you were one of those people that were looking at relocating to the area, reached out to us, I want to let you know we have saved your information. This will not be the last round of hiring this company does. I am confident of that. Next time we're doing a round of hiring, I'm hoping it will not be quite like this, where we need people instantly, and it will be more like we're planning on growing, we plan on needing new people, let's do the hiring, and we'll be able to take our time a little bit and work on bringing people on that way, which would allow us to potentially have more people who are potentially looking at relocating to the area. Into the unknown. So, the best laid plans of mice and men oft go astray. We had a plan at the end of October, beginning of November for Christmas this year. The marketing team, the production team, we all had this plan. Was it Patton? I feel like maybe it was Marcus Aurelius. It could have been some famous general in history, and I feel obviously silly for quoting him without knowing who he was, but I said that, no plan survives first contact with the enemy? Well, here we are. I have been working on writing out tools this weekend to help us better understand some of the complexity of the problem that we're facing, because we did not expect this at the beginning of November. We expected a lot of business at the end of November. We'd expected a lot of business maybe early December, but we did not expect this in early November. We had planned on going into Black Friday with all caught up with nothing in the queue. I think we have, at the moment, almost 1,000 items that need to be made before we catch up to today. So that's a lot. It's not the end of the world. It's not more than we had. It's the most we've ever had, but it's not so much that we can't produce that. I am thinking, though, that we may need to adjust our shipping plans. We had planned on having shipping deadlines that ran. There was going to be 4 different deadlines that all ran kind of right up toward the end. We may need to move those up. I don't want to, and I'm hoping that bringing on these new people will be able to allow us to not need to. However, I do not want us to not be able to deliver people's Christmas presents. It is deeply important to me that we as a company are able to achieve what we've promised. And when we tell people, if you get your order in by this day with this shipping choice, we will get it to you before Christmas, I need to be able to believe that we can make that happen. So a couple of things need to happen before we can do that. We definitely need to get more caught up. There's other inventory concerns, although thankfully our inventory system this year is really working well to prevent us from running out. We are excited, obviously, to see this massive explosion of growth, and I am desperately hoping that we can retain this into the new year, because I think this will be a good place for us to live as a company. If we can get a little more help, like we're hiring, we've already got one of the 2 positions filled. I've got interviews today, and we're hoping to have somebody out of those interviews, depending on who the best is. Otherwise, we've got some people who interviewed previously. That would be good options as well. We need people, and the danger is that you don't want to hire more people than you can support in January. Because if we get into a situation where we hire 15 people, right, we'll be able to, if we hired 10 people today, we could probably be caught up in 3 days. But, I mean, and even that's pretty lofty because we'd have to do some more training. But it's difficult to say that we could even support them beyond next week. I mean, this is where we get into a challenge of Christmas is obviously a big crunch time for us, and productivity obviously is a big crunch. Now, there is some glimmer of light, and I don't exactly know if this is the glimmer that we really need. And this is another thing that's where it's into the unknown. This weekend was really slow. And I say that with a smile on my face because that's a good thing in this particular situation. I don't know if I can't believe I'd ever say that, but yes, being slow this weekend was good. And it actually brings up an interesting topic and an interesting question, which is, because of the way we did our BOGO sale, were we successful in pushing most of the sales that we would make during Christmas earlier into November? And now our sales are going to start to taper off? Because if so, that would be an interesting turn of events. It would have to potentially change the way we were doing things. But I don't want to really operate under that assumption. I'd rather spool up production more. I've always been the guy that wants to spool up production and then have sales chase that. It's part of the reason why we've struggled to be, significantly profitable in the long run, because that's not necessarily the most profitable way to run a business. But I do believe that the production, part of the big move into this location, the reason why we moved into the building we did was because we wanted to scale up production. And we've got to make that happen. We've got to push to that. It's funny. I was thinking about this. I was listening to a podcast by Andrew Clavin, and he was talking about how in recent years, specifically in the most recent 2 years, the push in the general populace is to make fear a virtue. It's to say, oh, if you're afraid, that's a good thing, right? If you're afraid of this or that, that's a good thing. And he talked about how C.S. Lewis in the Screwtape Letters was talking about how, and if you don't know the Screwtape Letters, you should go read them. They're excellent. It's an elder demon talking to a younger demon about how to properly tempt the patient, is the word that C.S. Lewis uses, is the person, and it's excellently well done. But one of the things they talk about is how courage is the one virtue that's uncorruptible. And it's the virtue that makes all other virtues possible, because courage is the test of a virtue at its most critical point. So, I need to be courageous. I need to look at this unknown path ahead of me, with which there is many different ways this could go wrong, horribly wrong, and proceed not with blind, incompetent, hacking forward, but with courage and caution. And I think there is a difference between caution and fear. I think you can be prudent and say, okay, I'm going to do my best to make the best decisions that are available to me, and I'm not going to be risky in ways that are completely unnecessary. But I'm going to press forward regardless, because that's the right thing to do, even if it is always easy to say that the most prudent thing is to do nothing. The safest thing is to stay home. The safest thing is to never go anywhere, right? That's the point. That's the safest thing, the most prudent thing to do is not necessarily the best thing. So, it's my job in this company to hold fast to the rails and say, we're going forward. And Dr. Peterson talked about this as well, because we look at the cost, and this is the thing I'm thinking about, talking about the cost of bringing on new people. I look at the cost of doing something and that danger that's that. But the cost of not doing it is almost equally dangerous. And actually, in this particular case, the cost of not doing it is a much higher cost, right? Because it's damage to our brand equity. It means that we're going to have to cut our most successful season significantly short, which is a critical component of our future. So I was talking about the Winston Churchill quote with my team, my admin team. I was sitting there, I'm like, when you're going through hell, keep going, right? And realistically, my point, what I was making, not that we were in hell, is that the only way forward is through, right? The only way that the company can succeed is to get through this and to do it in a way that prepares us and sets us up for the next stage in our company's growth, which is terrifying. But we must push forward. It's the only option. So, as I step out into the unknown of this Christmas season, which has already started with a bang, there's a lot that's on my mind. And I will say to you, if you are looking to get your Christmas present, do not wait. The Black Friday deals that we are doing, the Black Friday Cyber Monday deals that we are doing are on sale right now. The BOGO, buy one, get one, is the deal that we have been running from November 1st. That deal is the Black Friday sale. We are not changing it. We thought about changing it. We planned on changing it. We are not changing it. It is working too well. And the other sale that we were going to do could potentially put us in a different kind of trouble. So there is no reason to wait. There's no reason to hesitate. Get your order in right now, because I cannot guarantee that our shipping deadlines won't move up quickly. Depends on how well we can bring on this new person or these new people. But we press on. It's going to be a lot of late nights for me, but I've done that before. Thanks to you guys for tuning in today. I can't tell you when exactly to tune in next, because I don't know when the next bonus podcast episode will be. What I can tell you is that I will hopefully be doing a bonus episode for Christmas. I'll probably be doing a bonus episode. I might be doing a bonus episode for Thanksgiving, and I'm hoping to potentially do a bonus episode sometime between those two, giving you guys an update on how things are going. Probably do a New Year's one. But after the new year, we will be back to our regularly scheduled program. So check back in then if you are looking to just kind of keep back in it with it. Otherwise, make sure to hit that subscribe and notification button to be sure to get notified whenever we post a new episode, particularly with the bonus episodes. If you have questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, folio, or anything else we sell, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co, or you can contact us via Instagram and Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible, but I do appreciate your patience. If you have a quick question or you want to place an order over the phone, please contact us by phone calling us on the phone at 414-434-9001. Sorry, we're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time. You can also text us at that number as well, 414-434-9001. If you don't get a hold of us either during business hours or after business hours, please feel free to leave us a voicemail. We do our best to respond to those as quickly as possible. If you're going to leave us a voicemail about a specific order, please include the order number. It will start with the letter S. That does help us as we're working on kind of coordinating what we're talking about specifically, since sometimes people have multiple orders or people's names aren't necessarily the obvious spelling. So if you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Both a review on the podcast app, whatever you're listening on, as well as a review on the product if you have one. Go to murdycreative.co/reviews. You can read all of our amazing reviews there. We love them. They make our day. But if you'd like to leave us a good review, there is a button there that says leave us a good review. Click on that. That'll take you to facebook.com/murdycreative.co/reviews. You can go leave us a review there. It says, do you recommend the Murdy Creative Company? You click yes, and then you type your review. We love them. We read them. They are shortly going to be going up on the wall of the workshop to encourage all of our members of our team. I do often read them out loud to share the little encouragement. Everyone loves them. They're great. So please do that if you'd like. If for whatever reason you'd leave us a bad review, there is another button on the website that says get directly in contact with us. It is deeply important to me personally that everyone has a good experience with a company. I have my name on the product, and so I care that you like it. If you don't like it for any reason or you've got issues, please contact us directly with that button that says get directly in contact with us. and give us an opportunity to make it right. We'll do anything, including refunding, recrafting. We just want to make sure that you are happy with it. And so I appreciate the opportunity to do so. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising, so please tell your friends about the company. If you want to get a little something for doing that, on the website, murdycreative.co, in the bottom left-hand corner of the landing page, there is a rewards button. You click on that, it'll take you to our rewards program. If you're logged in, any purchase you make, you get 5% back as in-store credit, but there's also a shareable link there. When you share that link with your family and friends, they get $5 off their first purchase, and you get $5 back as in-store credit. So it's a great way to share the company and get a little something for doing that. If you have a podcast topic you want to hear more about, send it my way. I'm always happy to engage with our growing community, and I want to give you guys what you're looking for. If you're looking for multiple binders, journals, folios, any reason, we do have bulk discounts available. If you want to just mix and match, add anything to your cart, it's based off the total cart quantity, and the bulk discounts start at 5. However, with our BOGO sale going on, it actually starts theoretically at 2. Anyway, I will let you guys know that with bulk discounts, if you're going to order more than 20 at this point, you have to reach out to us to be sure to get it before Christmas. So we can potentially do a bulk order larger of 20 before Christmas and get it delivered. It's just one of those things where we have to know exactly what it is. We have to coordinate, make sure we've got all the raw materials, all of the things that go into it. So please feel free to contact us, sales@murdycreative.co. You can ask for more details about the bulk discount program if you're looking for more information. But then beyond that, if you're going to place an order of more than 20, please reach out to us, ask about it. We'll be happy to kind of coordinate with you. On the other hand, if you're going to order more than 20 items for a bulk discount and you don't need them before Christmas, more power to you. Go ahead, do it. That'll work out fine. It's just with the Christmas deadlines, is obviously it's a little tricky. If you're looking for a custom engraved item, we have no minimum order quantities and no setup fees, just a simple flat fee, usually $15 per item. We have the customizer operational on the website for our slim cut, our wide cut, and our classic cut journals. Our slim cut binders and our wide cut binders and our classic cut journals. So if you would like any of those 3 items, you can just go onto the product page on the website and you can use the customizer right then and there. It's very cool. We are working on getting the rest of the products into the customizer. It's still coming along. It just takes some time. If you want something that's not included in the customizer, that's not one of those 3, you can still reach out to us via email, sales@murdycreative.co. Be sure to send your logo and a description of which product you're looking for and where you're looking for it, and any deadlines or quantity numbers, anything like that. That always helps us as we're working on getting those communications back to you. So feel free to reach out with that, and we're happy to help. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.